let's get to Disclosure Day.
Have you seen this?
Have you seen it?
Have you seen this?
I know, I've seen this. I know this.
So Adrian's out today, so we do need someone to do the letterbox. I didn't prep you guys on this, but if you
I'll do it.
you have it, awesome. So
Well, I can get to it really quickly.
okay, well I'll stall shortly. Steven Spielberg.
I did such a great job of it last time. I'd be happy to. It's right here, but all right, you know what? You should do it. You should do it.
She jumped the gun first and was like, I could do it.
I deserve a chance to be better than Larry, okay?
Shots fired. Sorry, Larry. We love you. We love you.
Okay.
That's great.
You ready?
All right. So, so Disclosure Day. What does the letterbox description say?
We deserve to know. A cybersecurity expert becomes a whistleblower to reveal secrets about aliens, putting him on the run from a corporation, while a meteorologist experiences strange phenomena and joins forces with him to prove there's life beyond our knowledge.
There it is.
I am that bitch.
So Steven Spielberg is back with his latest sci-fi rendition, and some are saying is a bit of a trilogy with Close Encounters, E.T., and now Disclosure Day. I don't feel that way, but we can get into that.
It could have been.
It could have been, sure.
We'll put that in the spoilers, but I'm just gonna say it could have been.
Awesome cast. You had Emily Blunt, Josh O'Connor, Colin Firth, Coleman Domingo, Eve Hewson, and Wyatt Russell. Some stock either going up or down. We'll get into that, but some of us own some stock in that from that cast. But before we get into the details, high level, Erica, kick us off. What did you think of Disclosure Day?
I liked it, but I wasn't impressed. Like, I enjoyed it. I was into the movie. I was watching the details. There were some parts where it was a little bit slow for me. Again, white people, pick it up. Because now it doesn't seem realistic that you guys should be surviving these situations. Okay? Okay. Yeah, I just I was underwhelmed a little bit. I guess I just wanted maybe a little bit more pulled from here or there to kind of give it a little bit more completeness. Because it felt like it stalled a little bit. But I still liked it. Is it one of his best? No. Is it his worst? No.
But you're thinking about it.
Get into that.
Okay. Wow. All right. The optimistic critic himself. We'll have to come up with a new nickname, I guess, if you're no longer a critic.
I can still be. I still criticize.
The American,
the critic.
The optimist.
The optimist. All right. Well, Disclosure Day. What did you think?
Funnily, the same as Erica, except don't put question marks at the end of the sentences. I actually I liked it. Yeah, I liked it.
Period.
I think that I went into it expecting something else, and I think the more I'm letting it sit with me, the more I kind of like it, and the more I'm thinking about it. It's a movie that, whether you like it or not, it's fun to talk about, which is fantastic. Mm-hmm. And I think that upon second, third, I'm excited to watch it again because I think I'll like it more now that I know how it unfolds. And it is very flawed. It has a lot of things that I wish were done better, but overall, I liked it.
Have either of you guys ever seen a UFO?
No.
Who's asking?
Me. I'm asking.
I see. I mean, I think when I was younger and wasn't as educated about the things that are moving in space, I would think that it was an unidentified flying object, but I also thought I saw Santa Claus on Christmas Day when I was 6. So I could be convinced one way or the other. You've seen something.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
And we'll get into it a little bit later when we get into spoilers. Okay. But there was a part in the film where I physically felt my stomach drop.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I think
Similar.
I think
Uh-huh.
that's kind of like why I enjoyed it though, because like I love this side of things. Like I love the unknown, the known versus like that in between. Like you got kind of all three of it. I just wanted a little bit more, I think.
Mm, mhm. No, that's fair. Now I'm excited to see how talking about this is fun, as Chance said it, because as I was watching the film, I had the opposite feeling, and I didn't have the urge to necessarily rewatch it. But I have someone here, my special guest for today, that can maybe explain a bit better how I felt watching this film. You may know him. He's friends with Steven Spielberg. He is Elliot from E.T. So if you haven't seen E.T., spoiler alert.
You
But
haven't seen ET and you're listening to our podcast, pause and go watch
go
ET.
Yeah.
go watch E.T. and then
Stop whatever you're doing in life and
Yeah,
go watch
whatever
ET.
you're doing right now, stop.
Yeah.
Go watch
Yeah.
ET.
but nonetheless,
Right.
this is Elliot talking about my thoughts on Disclosure Day.
Look at what they've done to you. I'm so sorry. You must be dead. Because I don't know how to feel.
You're so dramatic.
Nothing anymore.
I can't feel anything anymore. You must be dead. My thoughts around it's directed mostly, I guess, at Steven, someone that I've loved and that has raised me as a credible filmmaker and my sensibilities in film. And I just felt like, yes, underwhelmed the way, Erica, you mentioned it feeling underwhelming. I wanted so much more. What I wanted in the movie, I guess I'll save that for spoilers. It was too little too late is the best way to put it. It's like so much cat and mouse in the first two acts that by the time we get to that third act is like we already knew, like it's in the letterbox description, like that's the movie. You know what I mean? Are there some creative ideas happening? Yes. Is Steven Spielberg still a master behind the camera? Yes. But as far as like a movie going experience, I legit felt myself fighting to stay awake. I don't know. It just felt like there was so much anticipation for this film, which might have worked against it. And the characters' chemistry, everyone felt off. Like Wyatt Russell and Emily Blunt, their dynamic and relationship, never bought it for multiple reasons we can get into. Coleman Domingo, underutilized. You know what I mean? It's just fascinating that a master like Spielberg has the time to make a film, and you're making a sci-fi film, like that's going to carry a lot of weight. And the fact he went in this direction was disappointed.
Interesting.
Interesting.
No thoughts, no
No.
podcast banter back and forth.
We hate you.
Yeah. Perhaps you are the one that can't feel anymore.
No,
And it is not Steven Spielberg.
It's the children that are wrong. Yeah.
Notice how he didn't look you in the eye when he said that? He was looking down in a way.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing.
Did I say anything inaccurate?
No.
Okay.
You said things that are your opinion.
Sure. Okay.
And I can see how this movie can be very divisive, not because it's controversial, but because it's so literal. It's very like, oh, this is what we're doing. We're not going to surprise you with anything, really. We're just going to like kind of tell you as we're going what's happening, and you're just kind of along for the ride. And it asks a lot of questions without answering them, which is both interesting and can be frustrating because the whole point, it's in the letterbox description. It's in the trailers. It's like there are aliens, like that.
I
You're
also
not
would
supposed to be like, oh my god, they're aliens. No, it's
yeah.
hey, they're aliens, and the whole movie is obviously utilizing some like cat and mouse stuff, like you said, just to get some like good cinematic chases and stuff. But the rest of it is just like, would this be good to expose to the world or not? And what are the different angles there?
Okay, wait, had you seen any trailers, Michael?
I didn't. I was
Okay.
so Adrian got mad at me at the last episode because I mentioned we're doing Disclosure Day and I mentioned outer space. And he's like, "Oh, it's about aliens." So he apparently was going in completely blind when
Ooh,
he was going to
yeah.
watch this. I knew that it was about aliens and a big like Disclosure Day. It's in the title.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's all I really knew. But I didn't see any trailers. No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I have a bone to pick literally with everybody in Hollywood who keeps making these fucking trailers. Like, you're putting very big moments of the movie
Mm-hmm.
in your trailer. And,
Yeah.
like, you can kind of deduce what's, like, the relationship between certain things that are happening by the time you see it. So, like,
Yeah.
cut the shit. Like, it's really bad. Like, I avoided trailers. Like, I avoided trailers like the plague.
Yeah. I don't
And
avoid trailers, but I completely agree with you.
yeah, and I mean, this is the first time that Michael and I are, let me make sure I didn't tap my thing, are trying to avoid trailers. Like, I didn't used to. I would sit there and watch it on the big screen and be excited for
Yeah.
a new movie. But there have been so many movies where you go in and you're like, where's the surprise? And I think that sometimes that bothers Michael because it does
The-
bother me sometimes,
yeah.
but I
But
think,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's where I feel like it in an interesting way. And someone asked me this the other day, is just the boldest thing that this movie does is not be bold. And that like
Sure.
it's almost saying that surprises are overrated and we should trust to just tell the like just be truthful about everything, and like we can take it, we can like it's a very hopeful film, it's a very positive thinking film, even though it does not get into the nitty gritty of what might be problematic, which is one thing that I understand why they didn't do it, but also I kind of wish that someone like Steven Spielberg could have tried to dive into that complexity. But I actually the way I feel it, because I'm not in charge of making trailers for films. So the way I see it is I love watching trailers because I think it's its own art form and it can get me excited for something. If a movie still can entertain me and surprise me with, I know I said surprises are overrated, but if a movie is good enough to get me into it where I'm not like thinking about, oh, there's that clip from the trailer must be coming up now. If it can get me out of that headspace, then it's effective still. And I'm like, okay.
Well, that's like your opinion, man. No, but I think the thing with trailers too is even if it's not giving away a spoiler thing, it's like even a small element that isn't necessarily critical to the plot, seeing it for the first time in the theater would be incredible. Like, for example, one thing that comes to mind is like the Batman. And apparently I didn't know this because I avoided the trailers, but you see the Batmobile in the trailer. And when that reveal of the Batmobile
It's
is
so
in the
sad.
Batman, it fucking hits so hard. Because it's not like any kind of Batmobile you've seen. And it's the way they introduce it. And like those kind of moments are lost or loses its value in a trailer. And I imagine because this movie isn't necessarily bold, it can take every level. It will take every level of enthusiasm and energy that it can get. And if it's showing it in the trailer, like you're just gonna lose some of that. I think we'll talk much more into detail here in spoilers. Before we do that, the Commodus scale. Erica, up, even, or down? What are we going with Disclosure Day?
I'm gonna go thumbs up. Like I said, I liked the movie. I might have been a little underwhelmed at certain points and maybe it was a little slow, but I still had a really good time. Got to talk about it. We'll talk about my stomach dropping experience. But yeah, I recommend people go see this movie. You'll have fun.
Mm.
I had fun.
Bold statement, folks. You'll have fun, or guaranteed. Chad, up, even, or down? Where are you going?
Up. I agree. You'll have. You know what? Sometimes if it can be a fun time at the movies, that's worth it. Come on,
Who
just be the negative Nancy. Yeah, just say it.
Listen, I'm gonna
Who
say
just
this.
scored?
Yeah.
You're looking at the TV. Who's winning?
Switzerland's up. Sweden's up 5-1 against Tunisia.
Sheesh.
Folks,
Okay.
the World Cup is happening. You can't deny it. Much more entertaining than Disclosure Day, and that's why I'm gonna give Disclosure Day. I'll give it an even out of respect to Steven. That, like I said, there are some interesting ideas that I don't think are fully rounded or completed or explained, which you don't need everything to be explained, but you can't just have a MacGuffin solve any kind of plot writing issue that you might have. And I think that this movie has that kind of MacGuffin.
It definitely has a crutch that was a little annoying. But
it's like the
but come on, stand by your words, man. Don't go all even, Steven.
No, but it is even. It's an even movie. Like, people will like it. You guys clearly are examples of that. It's not a bad made movie. It didn't upset me completely. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. You know what I mean? So it's an even.
It's almost as if it's a fun movie to think about and talk about. Interesting.
I'm not having a good time at all. This isn't fun. Let's get into spoilers so we can all express ourselves.